Bien le bonjour. Comment vont-je? Alors, t'as pas une rousse, toi? Grosse naine. Est-ce que je me fais mal dans la neige? Eh ouais, ça triche. Allez, je suis bloqué. C'est chiant.
No sense trying to change fate. What counts is how you face it. Let's tire our prey.
Mais, pardon? Ça y est, c'est bon? Putain. Ça me donne.
Mighty Oaknard went close to the sky. Their face is the same. They bewildered the eye. They came.
Et mon pote. C'était tes couilles. Salut. Oh là. Saute ma gueule, saute, saute, saute. Oh, c'est incroyable. Allez, viens. Un beau gosse. Oh, bah non. Allez. Tu vois, poteau? Bah oui, je quitte totalement l'entre de la bête en fait. Hein.
The roots of the world tree Yggdrasil feed from the well of Mimir. I am close.
I sorely underestimated the heft of your balls, Oathbreaker. You dare to show your face.
Oathbreaker, I did to you what you did to my son. This is only fair.
And Sutunger, what of him?
Don't blame me for your own lack of character. You stole the
Vite
mead.
souillé, Loki.
For the safety of my people, Loki. For Aesir, for Vanir, for all Asgard.
But not for Jotnar. Not for me.
You let the Jotnar into Asgard. So many dead. All so you could smuggle in your son.
He was not safe here. They knew what he was and knew what he would become. Just as you do.
I swore to you I would not harm him. That is the truth.
That is the truth now. But how it will gnaw at you, knowing that to kill my son will undo your doom. Release him, Harvey. Release Fenrir, or I swear, I will kill you, here and now.
You are out of favors, trickster. And you're welcome to try.
When my son is loosed from his bondage, he will ravage all of Asgard.
No quarter this time, Loki. You have gone too far. Let's see if you fight as well as you lie.
Grâce.
Why wait till Ragnarok when you can die now?
You meant to have me killed. I will never forgive that.
You might be the strongest, but I was ever the quicker one.
Curse you, Loki. We were like brothers once.
Oh, c'est vite un peu. Aïe, bon, j'avais esquivé.
I will feed your corpse to Fenrir.
You meant to have me killed. I will never forgive that.
Je vais te démonter, frère, arrête.
Curse you, Loki. We were like brothers once.
C'est une dent. C'est un fou de...
You might be the strongest, but I was ever the quicker one.
No quarter this time, Loki. You have got... Are you finished?
Curse you, Harvey.
Your own distrust has undone you. Now go, and do not show your face again.
I cannot be other than who I am. All this was fated. All this will happen again.
But you will not be here to see it.
Do not be so sure of that. The game is not over. The game is never over.
Gone to who knows what mischief. But I will not see him again soon.
Feel stronger already.
Il va falloir viser un peu ce bâtard. Je vois depuis Mimir.
The probabilities lead us here. The calculations give us hope.
Oh, c'est la
Speaking
poupoule
with
de-
someone.
Oh, la poupoule.
Do you have the mead?
I do. Must I drink it now?
Not yet. For once you drink, your Hugur will take flight and be ever fixed. Drink only when the hour of your death approaches.
Then why are we here?
When Ragnarok has come and gone, this place will remain. Remain and remember.
Wise Mimir, keeper of the well, give me your counsel.
You who seek immortality may find it within these waters. But there is a price.
As always.
The mead is not magic alone. It requires the sacred waters of Mimir's well to ferment into its final state.
Before you take these waters, you must infuse them with the blood of the Ashen. To remember you, it must know you. Surrender a part of yourself to the waters that nourish the World Tree. Only then will you have that which you desire.
Gunlo, the wand of chaos and change. I would know the cost.
Asir blood will infuse this water, and the poor humans of Midgard will be forever altered. What happens then? None can say.
This is what the others feared. But then they always cared overmuch for vermin.
And if I make this sacrifice, what then?
While death and ruin rage all around, the World Tree will keep you. Your body will die, but your Hugur will live on here. In time, you will be born anew, into a new world, birthed from the ashes of the old.
Do you vouch for this strangeness?
I must believe it, for there is one I love dearly who depends upon it.
And there is no other way.
None.
It seems I have no choice.
You never did.
How much would you sacrifice to be freed of fate's shackles? Would you give your tongue, your hand, your sight?
I would give all that and more.
It is done.
The sacrifice has been made. Whosoever drinks of the mead, the World Tree will remember them.
And you, what is your sacrifice?
My liberty. Suttungr and Gunnlóðr will not forgive this trespass. They will hunt me now to the edges of the 9 worlds.
What are they to you?
We ruled together for a time, a noble triad, as father, mother, and the sacred voice. 6 times we tried to blunt the fangs of Ragnarok, and 6 times we failed. The mead was our 7th. But they feared how it might change the humans for the worse, so they locked it away and banished me from Utgardr. By your efforts, you have returned to me what is mine. The ashes of my husband. He made his own sacrifice for knowledge. With a few changes to this mead, I may undo old sorrows.
Do as you will. I have had my fill of this cursed realm.
Bright mind, heart's ease. Beloved, I will not fail you again.
C'est incroyable!
Here is done. Now to Asgard, to save my people.
J'ai pas un petit point de compétence là? Tiens. Le neneuil. Le neneuil. C'est un joli neneuil.
Come, settle your mind and tell me what you have seen. Strange things, Volker. I'm learning much and seeing more than my mind can understand. Go on. In Jotunheim, I sought and found a mead of incredible power. It promised a strange effect. To drink it would deliver me from death, shield me from the destruction of Ragnarok. By this mead, I hope to live beyond my own death, well into the future.
Fascinating. Was that your final vision?
They have not ended, not yet. Something compels me to return to Asgard.
The elixir is ready when you are.
Je vais mettre mes petits points de compétences. So, where I am. Une proposition peu banale. Elle a combien la cote que Reda il est encore en train de raconter son histoire? Moi j'ai la 1. Elle est à 0,5. This one begins a long time ago.
At a desert oasis.
Oh, easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
I would like to reorganize the crew.
Pourquoi je peux mettre... Ah, ok. Pillard, 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 pillard. Ok. Bjorn. Je vais mettre elle.
Found who you needed?
All right, bring out my lieutenant.
Eh, ma petite gueule argentée. Qu'est-ce que je peux te donner, toi? On va la mettre bien, on va la mettre bien.
I have to go. See you soon.
On va le faire dans la mission principale. Joignez garde, rejoignez garde, ça y est. Elle est où la mission principale? Ah, elle est là. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
No! Let's go!
I need your eyes, my friend. It seems Alderman Bierston has made this ruin his longhouse.
Hop là, salut.
Perhaps because you have drunk the barrel dry?
J'arrive quand même mis.
His household is as poorly run as his lands.
Estrid is a good wife. Far better than he deserves.
You would say that, Adrian. Your wife acts like a sow in a skirt.
Lord.
Ah, a heroic-looking Dane in our midst.
I am looking for Bierstan, the alderman of this shire.
Our lord is not at home, but his wife is receiving visitors upstairs, in her usual fashion. If you speak with her, pass on that we've run out of ale.
Sweater is a worthy woman, you coxcomb. But she's an excellent cook.
With a fine nose for truffles.
If Bierston does not return soon, why would not be the only thing the bodies from?
Now, gentlemen, everyone is fractious with this waiting. Let us be civil at least.
Je suis pas déjà venu faire un carnage ici. Pardon.
You! Gods will come at one cry from me!
Sheathe your blade, lady. I am Eivor of the Raven clan, here at your husband's request.
Another Dane. I am Estrid, wife of the Lord of Essex. As you may have heard, my lord is not at home.
If he is away, I will speak to you.
Oh, that you could, Eivor. For I am sure this hall would shake with our merry wit. But your accord must be reached with him.
You do not strike me as a meek Saxon wife.
Do you yet see an ember of my Frankish fire, Ravenwalker? Perhaps it dances in my eyes?
I am weary of rounding up Saxons. Is your husband stolen, drunk, or wayward?
He'll be stalking the woodlands today, hunting game and ignoring the vital affairs of Essex. One such affair is why we called for you.
If I can find him, I will remind him of his duties.
Ah, such would be a miracle. His favorite haunt is southwest of here. The lavender fields there attract the prey, God help him.
With luck he hasn't been eaten, but I will return either way.
Patience is a godly virtue, Adrian.
On va récupérer le papier.
Dear Estrid, we must discuss the affairs of this land, with or without it.
Let's go. Putain, c'est un labyrinthe pour sortir cette ville à la con là. Oh.
Meet your fate! Gonna bleed!
Je suis tellement un enfant.
Hunting is a fine sport, but I hope the Elderman has not become the prey. No good comes from a camp this bloody. The remains of the hunting party. This one was savaged by a large animal.
Bah alors on se fait zinguer les gars.
They were caught off guard as they supped. Some large prey left these tracks in the grass. They were attacked by a beast. Something strong enough to kill a horse.
Oh ouais.
The hunters were prey to a large beast or two. I can only hope that Beastin still lives. Cast about this land, my friend.
Ready your weapon, or accept your fate as a feast for birds.
Viens là, viens là. Il faut que je le rate ça.
This ambush without you. You have my gratitude to stumble upon me in my moment of greatest peril. Perhaps you were God sent.
I am Estrid sent. Your wife and the Thanes of Essex both want your balls on a blacksmith's anvil.
When do they not? You could return and report that the savage claw took me. Poor Beerstan, his exit pursued by a bear.
And make the beast Lord of Essex in your stead.
No doubt my Estrid would prefer his velvet paws to my calloused hands. So, who are you? A sellsword?
I am Eivor of the Raven Clan. You hinted at an alliance for the loan of my unique talents.
Blood, yes. Let us return to Colchester at once, and we'll speak more of the delicate matter on my mind. I'm glad you answered my summons. I did not expect such a skilled fighter.
It's good I came when I did. You lost many men on this hunt.
Good men, all. They will have the proper rights, and their families will be cared for.
Your people sacrificed much for your sport.
They did. There is no balm for my tortured heart.
Why did you ask me here?
Do you believe in true love, Eivor?
I have loved.
But have you truly? Has a longing burned in your breast, a sweet lingering
il va me faire un
pain,
discours sur c'est quoi l'amour.
you with its sting?
There is pain enough in battle. I do not seek it out in love.
I long for it. The thrill of a fight softly won. My wife Estrid lacks fire. She is a fish out of water, cold and dead.
She showed great passion when I met her, keeping your Thanes in check.
Oh, they love her, it is true. Some with too much devotion. And I have not been a good and attentive husband. I have always been a plucked goose in matters of love. And a piss-poor ruler to boot.
Strong must be the hand that steers the ship, Beastin.
My hand would rather tug the catgut of a well-crafted bow. My eyes narrowing at the sight of prey.
Aye, a crown sits heavy on the head.
Then let us run wild and free in the woods as the wolves do. Live on our wits, prowl and stalk and feast.
You have a romantic way about you, Beeston.
Do not fret. My guards will not worry you when we are together.
You must mark me if you think I'm capable of worry. Have you built your city in the ruins of another?
No, these builders are lost to the annals of time. Far advanced of the Saxon hovels of Wattle and Daub, I have ambition to build a great palace myself, with mosaics and balmy courtyards.
What stops you?
That which stops all but the most creative minds. Coin, imagination, talent.
And your people? Is Essex happy?
That is a question I never really ponder. I suppose they are. I hope they are. Alfred believes I rule like a chickless hen, flapping and squawking over nothing but the farmer's dinner.
He interferes.
No, he disapproves. Is that not infinitely worse? But look, we are nearing my hall. I must face the wolves at my door before we discuss your favor to Essex, Abel.
It may be I can speed your business along.
On va se battre.
Ready to help me fend off the spears of their displeasure?
Let them speak their woes. I'll advise you if I can.
Regarde bien.
Who's this owl, Beeston, that twitters in your ear?
An advisor, nothing more. Here to help Essex navigate her brewing storms. Now, my dear brethren, Adrid, perhaps you will start us off. What troubles you?
You're a disgrace, Beerstan. Couldn't get a sow pissed at an alehouse. Alfred's men are crawling all over Essex.
King Alfred, yes. Though it is within his right, the constant presence of his men is certainly an issue.
When the months are coldest, the mistletoe is full grown, cloaked in her winter strength.
Meaning that we should weather this? Stay strong? Yes, that's it. Not bend in the wind like stalks of wheat. And you, Wyatt, what do you say?
Your preparations for the Lammas festival. How can you think of spending so much coin when your people are starving?
Drink, be merry, eat your fill. Sing of great battles, for tomorrow we may die. There is no problem that mead and song cannot solve.
Do we not deserve such mirth? A great feast and happiness? The dark days of winter approach. Let us drink them away. And Aldrich, do you yap like a she-hound as Adrid does?
You know my thoughts, Beerston. The fear. How can we give men to Alfred for his wars when our harvest suffers day by day?
Beware of sleep on a witch's bosom, nor let her limbs ensnare you, for she will not bring an early harvest.
Bosoms, that? No. I'm afraid I don't know what that means, Abel. There! Have I not answered all your questions?
You are a stain on this shire, Beerstan. Useless.
Je suis dans la merde.
Useless. That's right. Yet still you haunt my hall. Be gone. I haven't time for your squabbling. That ceased their prattling.
Bon les gars, on va... On s'arrêter après ça.
A firm hand is all you need, Beerstan. Whether on your hunting bow or on your helm.
All this talk of hunting makes me long for the woods.
Your wife awaits, Beerstan. Are you not worried some other man will drench your sheets with his sweat?
Ha! She does as she must. As do I. But you will just...
You have done the impossible, Dane. Returned my errant gander to his coop.
My pettish love. Such a stormy countenance clouds the sun of my return.
Your thanes drank the ale the abbot gifted us. All of it.
Now that is a tragedy my heart will not easily overcome.
If he looked at me with the same affection he shows for hunting deer, our marriage might have survived.
So, what do you need of me?
Our affairs are more of heart than of state, Eivor. What little passion there was between us faded into bickering long ago.
We would have our freedom, Eivor. I from my wife, and my wife from Essex.
I am too sharp a weapon for so soft a task. Why not part and be done with it?
Oh, were I a Dane, and divorce as simple as a slit throat. But it's not so easy as that.
Does your god not allow husbands and wives to part?
Our god? Our king? There is much standing in the way of a joyous uncoupling. Ours was an arranged marriage, a political need, and not easily broken.
Explain yourselves, clear and plain, and I will do it. The poetry here is mind mud.
We had a plan, a simple plan. A woman lost and a woman found.
Some time ago, we paid a Dane to kidnap me and ferry me safely to Francia. As you can see, he did not deliver.
He was certainly thorough in other regards.
Some Norse can be quick to take coin and slow to earn it. If I give my word, it is not broken.
Could we try the kidnap again? Much of the planning is done. It would only take a more trustworthy overseer.
It should be a bold venture if we do. Loud and brash and seen by all.
During our Llamas festival, merry peasants and guards with wandering eyes.
Your return to Francia would need a swift ship, with a captain ready to leave England.
We could ask him.
I would have thought his steed and seamen spent.
Come find me in the market, Eivor. Our unwelcome guests require food and ale to soften their anger.
My wife is a gracious and attentive host, Eivor. The only thing that keeps my braying thanes at bay.
And the woman found?
A darling Maybud, Alvida, my childhood sweetheart. I left her 20 years ago in Malden to marry my prickled pear.
20 years? Can an ember so cold be reignited?
We can hope. You must fan the flame. Find her, bring her to my lakeside cottage, and light a bonfire there. I will know to come. I believe she lived in the last house in Malden. A small, sweet place where fond memories were made.
I will do as you both ask, and ask Freya for success in this love game.
Good luck in your endeavors, Eivor. I pray you find my Alvida with a fair face and a yearning heart.
Je peux pas zinguer la française.
Now, should I look for Alvida?
Bon les gars, j'espère que ça vous aura plu. Si c'est le cas, n'hésitez pas à me le dire. On se retrouve la prochaine fois. Ciao, bye.